Let's get this party started. Another mind-blowing edition of Super Sunday NFL football and sports and stuff, sports and tacos. All right, World Wide Web. Another amazing, super amazing edition of Sports and Tacos coming at you. We're in the middle of things are heating up in the NFL. Things are definitely getting crazy in college football. And I just wanted to start off the show today by saying, I've been telling everybody for months, don't sleep on the Denver Broncos or Russell Wilson, and that they might be making a miracle comeback.
They have a very favorable schedule too for these next 7 weeks.
Dude, Tony, you are Nostradamus. I just want to say that
we win and we win again. That's all I gotta say. We won 4 games in a row, and it's the silly part about it. We can't beat the losing teams, but we sure can beat the number 1 playoff teams, and it feels good.
I literally think you were the only person I'm
a believer
in all of Denver.
The broken clock got right.
When the Broncos were 1-5, no one on. I literally wanted to lose every game the rest of the season just to get a good draft pick, and you were the only person believing.
Yeah.
Gotta have faith, baby. Yeah.
So I just wanted to start off with that because, dude, we're 5-5, and Russell Wilson has been literally resurrected from the dead, kind of, as an NFL quarterback. And
didn't you just say, what was it, about 4 weeks ago, that 3 games is our only time we're ever going to win?
And G-Unit, I just wanted to say, have you looked at the standings, G-Unit?
Yeah.
Have you seen what NFL team is right on the heels of the Kansas City Chiefs?
I know. I can't believe it.
What NFL team is I can't see the Chiefs now. Number 1 in the AFC.
That's crazy also.
Crazy. And then we lost to the Eagles last week. We can get into that later. But yeah, go Broncos. You guys beat us.
So I just wanted to start there.
Hello there, Mr. Zuli.
Hello, everybody. What's going on, Spencer?
Hi,
Bam, Alex, Tony. How you guys doing?
Good.
Good. Hey, man, happy Thanksgiving to y'all.
Yep.
Yeah, no, happy. How was your guys' Thanksgiving? It's always one of my favorite holidays because it's one of the best family-based holidays, I think. And we gave a lot of thanks to our Easy Way family and to God for getting us to where we are now today. And I'm thankful your guys' show is on our network. I'm hearing great things.
Yay!
Yes.
It was really, really cold, Eric, but a lot of good food, and it was good.
They got
snowstorms in Colorado.
So, Eric's on. He's going to be hanging on. Basically, today's kind of improv. Greg is supposed to be hopping on here at some point.
Spencer, you do know that we're live right now on probably 13 pages on Facebook and LinkedIn and a whole bunch of stuff. And you're literally eating on camera on the show.
It's about to become a new thing.
That's the new okay. That's a Spencer thing. Okay. Well, every host has their thing. I get it. Okay.
So one of the new formats is at the beginning of every show, everyone is supposed to be trying some sort of taco. And if you come on the show and you don't have a taco, Goddess Jamie is going to throw you in the penalty box for the first 5 minutes of the show.
Well, I have a surprise for you guys. I hope that all of you guys are going to be able to make it out to our big Easy Way Family Holiday celebration, and we're actually going to be doing a big unveiling of all the new and improved stuff for the network. Our sponsor for December 15th, we're also collecting toys for battered women and children and for families that don't have Christmases. Our sponsor is catering, is sponsoring over $30,000 in catering all day long from 10 a.m. until 10 p.m. And they're called Munch City. And they are truly the reverse version of like DoorDash. Like they will literally bring lunch trucks to your business. We're talking about some other incredible things. We're doing a reality show with them, but they're a food company. And guess what? One of their specialties is for their company. What type of food do you think their specialty is?
It's got to be tacos. Of some sort.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I already told them about you guys.
Nice.
Sweet. Well,
Some
cool.
spicy tacos.
Dude, that's awesome. Where's that event going to be, Eric?
It's going to be in Orange County, California. It's actually at a non-denominational church. I was really, really blessed to meet a lady it was a beauty pageant. Actually, my girlfriend, Dr. Dante Sears, was being honored. And I met this lady, my dad met this lady, and she's like, oh yeah, I have this health wellness center actually in a church in Orange County. And it happens to be like literally 5 minutes down the street from my dad. And so we went down to one of her events and we ended up checking it out. And the vibe and the energy was so amazing. And one of the board members actually happened to be following me on LinkedIn. So she kind of knew who I was. So it all kind of came together. And I said, hey, we need to do our big unveiling. We need to do something in mid-December. Let's do it here. And it just kind of all came together. And now we have probably 25 celebrities confirmed. Most of the people flying out. People are booking their rooms at the Hills Hotel. We have a limo company, joining us. We have Getty Images, and we're actually doing a screening for suicide prevention at the end. We're doing, it's a whole giant, huge production, and there's probably 37 plane tickets that's been booked so far.
Wow.
Yeah.
Cool.
Congratulations.
Oh, thank you.
I'll be trying to get down there. I don't know, maybe G Unit is she's going to the East Coast. They're heading to Nashville. They're moving to Nashville in about 3 weeks.
You're leaving us, G-Unit?
I'm leaving LA. I know, it's crazy. I'm so sad. It's very bittersweet, but I'm ready just to slow down a little bit.
She has a little baby boy, a little nugget.
Yeah.
So,
Congratulations on that, by the way.
Thank you, Eric. Thank you.
so yeah, she'll be reporting. That's going to be, well, actually, it'll be kind of nice because it won't be 9 a.m. It'll be noon, right?
It'll be noon, yeah.
That'll be much easier.
That's the beauty of the internet, right? Doesn't matter where you are, you can still do the show.
Yeah, she can still do the show. Tony and Bama, everybody will still be available. So we'll talk a little sports. The Broncos, like we were just talking, Eric. I know you're not like the hugest sports fan. You should be, just because sports.
Where okay, let me just ask you this. Where would I find the time to have fun?
Oh, I'm aware.
And
You
to
have to.
have the time to watch sports and enjoy myself. I do from time to time follow the news on YouTube. So
Yeah.
some of that's sports.
You just, I think it's just, you have to be born that way. I don't know if it's a Midwest thing or whatever. Because, this Colin Cowherd, I don't know, you know who Colin Cowherd is, Eric?
Nope.
Okay, Colin Cowherd is like the number 2 sports talk radio guy behind only Dan Patrick. And he has this theory. Because you're born and raised in SoCal, right, Eric?
Yeah.
Okay, so in Southern California, because the weather is so nice, if your sports teams are not good, there's other things to go and do.
Mm-hmm.
Now, there's a reason why Alabama. Okay, so Robert Humphreys, he is from the great state of Alabama. 90,000 people show up to an Alabama spring practice game. Okay, and like in Denver, Colorado, the Broncos it's almost like a religion.
Yeah.
Because in the wintertime, there's not much else to do. So, and that's Colin Cowherd's theory of why sports in the Midwest and, in the South are just so huge.
Yeah.
Like it literally, for my entire life, since I was like 5 years old, like the Broncos game, it's where families gather. It's where your friends gather. It is the thing to do.
A weekly Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
So
We're born into it. Our family has it on the TV every week.
Yeah.
It's just a thing in the Midwest.
Yeah, it's just so just to give you like, kind of if you're from Southern Cal, because I know now that I've lived in LA a while, it's just amazing to me how many people don't really get into sports, but I get it. There's a lot of other stuff to do in Los Angeles. But when you have our backgrounds, like sports is life. And many life lessons are learned playing sports, knowing about sports, how to win, how to lose, how to be a good teammate, all those things.
Don't get me wrong. I used to play a lot of sports. I was right wing and center, playing soccer. I did a lot of basketball. I played basketball for about 2 years, and I forgot what the position was called, but I was the guy that always caught the rebounds because I was taller than everybody.
Sure.
And then I played a lot of baseball, actually, first base, shortstop, pitcher. So I was a superstar when I did play sports because that's the way my dad raised me is anything you do, you got to be a superstar at. Hence why
your dad, I could see your dad, I'm sure your dad was a sports fan.
Well, a good parent keeps you away from the arcades and the hangouts and the, possibilities of going down the wrong path. So like I was constantly occupied with a glove in my hand or, I played racquetball and now I'm into pickleball. Actually, I've been doing a lot of pickleball. We have a pickleball court, tennis court here. So everybody that lives here, we all play pickleball on the weekends.
Nice.
Yeah. So I used to play a lot of sports, but now I'm a pioneer that built a network that's changing lives. So.
Oh no, yeah, I totally get it. But like, I guess for me, no matter what happens in life, like I still am checking sports at least like once a day.
Mm-hmm.
Just because, and if anything, just the Broncos. And one of the great things that is happening is for the first time, Eric Zulli, in literally 8 years, I hate to say, because I'm in LA, acting, writing, producing, making movies and shows and podcasts, working 2 jobs, blah, 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 blah. For the first time since freaking PFM retired, I'm actually excited about this football.
And guys, there's a Steelers Nation fan watching live right now. There's a couple of people posting comments. I don't know if you see them, but she's saying happy Sunday, and then there's someone else saying go Lakers, and so there are some people watching on our Easy Way family group right now.
I see it.
Awesome. Yep. So that's kind of where I wanted to start the show, because for the entire season, literally, I've been a completely deflated Broncos fan. We're going into another losing season. And only one man, Tony, has kept the faith in Broncos country. He's the only believer who is saying that Russell Wilson was not the worst trade of all time, and that Sean Payton, because you have to understand, Eric, the Broncos earlier in the season, I don't know, they got beat 70-20.
He's still bringing that up.
Okay, so in the NFL, no one scores 70 points. That's like high school football stuff. The Denver Broncos lost to the Dolphins 70-20.
So the Denver Broncos got a pretty bad butt whipping, it sounds like.
And what do you think happened, Tony? I mean, do you think Sean Payton basically the next day had like we're going to figure out who wants to be here, who doesn't, because now they are 5-5. They have won 4 games in a row, and their last 2 wins, Eric, are against 2 of the best teams in the NFL. We beat G Unit's Chiefs, arguably the best team in the NFL, and the Buffalo Bills. Teams that, like, when we looked at the schedule at the beginning of the season, there was 2 for sure losses, and it was to the Chiefs and it was to the Bills.
So let me ask you a question, Spencer. Since I'm on the show, I'm just gonna be myself here. When you say G Unit's Chiefs, and you're kind of like labeling a team to a host, Does the same thing apply for the fans? I mean, do you guys have like a list that the fans get to choose from per episode so they can choose what team they want?
Absolutely. We want to know all about our fans because that's what makes the NFL great. See, you have to understand something about the NFL and sports. Sports are the original reality show because nobody knows what the outcome is going to be. You understand? So that's what's so great is we can argue with stupid Chiefs fans and stupid Raiders, especially Raiders fans, because we're AFC West. We are absolute rivals. And the Chiefs have been literally destroying the Broncos for 8 years.
Yeah.
So then you guys have sportsandtacos.com. And it's almost like a fantasy football thing. Like you guys need to put on your website where the fans can go and pick the teams that they want. Like you talk about each episode. Here's the teams we're going to talk about. Pick your team. Or like when before the team plays, you know, which do you think is going to win? Da, 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 da. And I think, wow, that was a nice little interactive idea that was just hatched for Easy Way TV. And
I like this idea.
That is what makes sports great. Okay, every Monday night for years, me and Tony and Bama and the entire Platt crew would go and eat chicken wings and talk smack about sports. That's like what life is basically all about.
But I would love to know how many fans are on my side, you know, every Sunday and Monday when we have our episodes, you know, how many fans are out there watching and they are all about G Unit and the Chiefs.
Oh, absolutely. So just so you know, when we originally started Sports and Tacos, Eric, there's a whole bunch of Raiders fans that work and are part of like the upper management and ownership at the Platt. So we would do live shows where one side was Broncos and one side was Raiders. And it's just chaos, but it, you know, would make for good TV. So, because the drama. That's the drama, you know, which also can be comedic. So, anyways,
and you got some podcasters watching right now too. I actually recognize some of the Easyway family that's watching, and I'm sure they would like to support you guys and maybe, I mean, give them your commercial. But we have to make the Sports and Tacos site more interactive for the fans to choose the team that they want. And
absolutely.
Yeah, I got some ideas here, so stay tuned, guys. We're gonna do some stuff with Sports and Tacos to get you guys more in the mix.
And see, that's one of the reasons, you know, because we've been doing this for a long time. Because we, you know, me, Tony, and Bama, and probably G Unit at this point would be doing this no matter what. We just would. Yeah. It's something. It's like keeps us connected. It keeps us connected to sports. But now that we got a guy like Greg Vaughn, that is a, you know, was a superstar baseball player. He's huge in the sports world. That also has been on the show repeatedly. Partnering up with us, it can take it to the next level, basically.
Yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited about Greg, you know, joining up with you guys. And I mean, you should tell people a little bit about who Greg Vaughn is, because I see a comment actually here asking who is Greg Vaughn. So not everybody knows.
Okay, yeah, Greg Vaughn, he was a superstar baseball player. I mean, a guy who hit 50 home runs in one season, like a 5-time All-Star with the San Diego Padres and the Milwaukee Brewers. A lot of old school San Diego people know who Greg Vaughn was. He hit 2 home runs in a World Series game against the Yankees once. And he's big. He's from Northern California originally. So, and that's basically Greg. And he you know, if injury, he wouldn't have cut his career a little bit short. He would be in the Hall of Fame. I mean, he was a true basher. I mean, he was just a home run hitting machine when in his career in baseball. And he went to the university. We found out he went to the University of Miami, which I want to, as we get him into into the show, he literally was like at parties with Michael Irvin, like all these old school. They've made shows about the late 80s University of Miami football teams, because so many players went on to become superstars.
Mm-hmm.
And then
I want to hear those behind the scenes stories.
Yes,
that's where the real.
My only question to him was, did the baseball players party with the football players? And he said yes. So, you know, you're talking all kinds of superstars.
Mm.
Anyways, we're glad to have Greg.
So
on.
are you guys doing like a celebration launch for like this next version of Sports and Tacos? Like, I mean, you need to be popping the champagne and like really putting press releases out and really letting people know, like, look at, this is a whole nother level.
So kind of what the month of December is going to be is the build up to that. So because the Sunday morning shows, and that's kind of probably why Greg isn't. He was going to try and come on this morning, but the Sunday morning shows start so early that we can't get Goddess. I don't know if you've seen. We now have a referee. Her name's Goddess Jamie, because the arguments get heated, and basically she blows the whistle at anybody who's interrupting people, and they go to the penalty box for 5 minutes. So then we have,
Oh,
Greg.
so that means that Tony is probably in the penalty box throughout the whole show.
Yeah,
I
was framed there, Eric. I was framed.
It's called the penalty box.
Then you need to get GoPro camera to sponsor you, and then put it in the penalty box, and that way you can have the comic relief in the penalty box.
Yes, and she's Goddess James is amazing. She's a friend of mine.
Was she actually dressed up in a referee outfit with a whistle?
Absolutely, with a whistle. But in real life, she's actually a dominatrix. So she literally whips like to people, whatever.
A lot of bad boys out there.
So, anyways, where I'm going with this is after the first of the year, that's when the real launch will be, because that's when we basically, for right now, it's going to be Sunday mornings for the month of December. Then after New Year's, at least for me, time will free up, and Monday nights is going to be the big show. So Sunday mornings is going to be for your hardcore sports fans, and Monday nights is going to be more laid back, little more PG-13 type of show. And Sunday, because just time, everybody can come on Monday nights. We can always have Greg on.
Yeah,
a lot of guests. Goddess Jane will have a referee. Sunday mornings are for hardcore, especially NFL fans, as we're going into NFL.
And let me show the screen really quick too, if I may, because I want people to understand what Easy Way Network really does and what differentiates your show. So let's say Greg Vaughn was on the Wall of Fame, which he definitely will be. But I'm gonna show you guys through Sports and Tacos. So like you're literally meeting Tony and Spencer and G Unit and everybody that's on the show. If you want to connect to them, you can just go to easywaywalloffame.com. You click on profile to their show, and you can, look at how many views you guys have, by the way, too. Just I wanted to just kind of show that out. And then you click on connect, and literally we rebuilt something similar to Facebook and LinkedIn, so they can actually send you a message directly if they want to link up with you, be on the show or anything like that. So I didn't know if your fans knew that or not, but I wanted to just kind of show everybody that, because we are building a whole nother version of interactive television, and you have some sponsors on here too. I just wanted to kind of throw it out there. Like Jackie Harris has Imagine Trading. She's a credit card company, and they actually trade. They help you to use credit without having to pay it back, and show how to trade cards and stuff. It's really interesting what she does, and she's on here and she's commenting. Shout outs to Jackie. Yeah. These are all. So I just wanted to throw it out there that anybody that's watching the show, or anybody that's on the Easy Way Network, this show is you just saw the views through Easy Way Network on their profile. But this show is about to really skyrocket. Sports is one of the biggest ways to get viewership. Everybody loves sports, and so this is a great opportunity to reach out, post a comment, and reach out to their profile. I'm going to put their profile on the chat right now. If you guys want to get involved, if you guys want to support Sports and Tacos, you want to be a part of this movement. Imagine if you were a part of Shark Tank before Shark Tank hit. I'm just saying.
So true, Eric. Spencer, you're on mute.
Are you in the box, Spencer?
Somebody.
I had to put myself in the box. It's not often that you call a superstar and wake him up. Greg Vaughn will be on in just a second. So
your mom just chatted. Hi, Spencer. Love mom. Hi, Leslie. Hi, Jackie. Spencer, what kind of tacos are you eating?
Oh, hold on. Let me send it. Okay,
And
so that was
you should be putting their comments on the screen actually as people are commenting. You should be actually
I don't
Yeah.
know how to do.
you actually click on where it says comments on the right, and you can just click on the comment. It'll pop up on the screen.
well,
Okay.
Can you do that?
Uh-uh.
I am not the most tech savvy guy in the world. Do I have to do it?
If you're whoever the host is, whoever's the
Oh
admin,
yeah, so there's a show button. All right,
there you go.
Hi,
Hey.
Mom.
Technology.
Hi, Miss Shotgun.
She's in Boulder, Colorado, right at the moment, where it's probably cold and snowy. Just so everybody knows, it's not cold and snowy.
The sun is out. You know why? Because it's Bronco country today, ladies and gentlemen. Good job, America,
Okay.
on taking on my Broncos.
No, okay, I know
Shotgun.
that we're being a little bit biased on this morning's show about the Broncos, but it's just because Bronco fans have something to be excited for the first time in literally 8 years. We're 5-5, and Russell Wilson, a guy the Denver Broncos paid $245 million guaranteed, and we literally gave away like 3 first-round draft picks, like 3 second. We gave the farm to the Seattle Seahawks for Russell Wilson. Has finally.
So, Shotgun, are you going to be putting Russell Wilson on your wall as your big poster
yeah,
and get that guy off?
Yeah, I put him. Yeah, I didn't have Mahomes on the wall. It was Trevor Lawrence.
Yeah, Trevor.
Oh, I forgot. You're the Kelsey.
It's gonna
Travis
be
Kelsey girlfriend.
XO. I love you, Russ. Have you guys looked? Okay, you want to hear something crazy?
Spencer, don't forget to take the comments off the screen or go to other comments.
There's so much things you have to do. Okay, so do you guys know who has the top passer rating in the NFL? It's surprising. And number 2, because I had no clue. I was checking stats this morning. Guess who has the top passer rating in the NFL?
Who is it, Shotgun?
I'd say C.J. Stroud or Russell Wilson.
No, dude, it's Brock Purdy. He has the best passer rating in the NFL. Guess who number 2 is? Guess.
Who is it, Shotgun? Who is it?
Yes, somebody guess.
C.J. Stroud.
Jalen Hurts.
No. Russell Wilson Jr. the third. Second. He's second. I had no idea. His stats are amazing. So Sean Payton is the quarterback whisperer, it looks like. So let's get into today's game. The Broncos are favored by 1.5 over the Browns in Denver. The Browns literally, I think, have the best defense in the NFL. But
and also, Shotgun, you got to look at this. Cleveland Browns, they're a quiet 7-3 team right now. And, a lot of it deals with injuries. They lost their running back. They lost their quarterback. The things that are keeping them alive is their defense and this Kareem Hunt guy and Ford guy in the backfield. Plus, they got this quarterback that can actually throw the ball to everybody.
He's a rookie. Yeah.
He could throw the ball to everybody.
That's what I wanted to ask you about. Because Deshaun Watson's out for the season. Should we be afraid of this court? Is there any reason why the Broncos, if they keep playing like they are? I mean, I know Cleveland has the best defense in the NFL. But is there any, and this is going to be a hard-fought game. If you had to put $1,000 on it in Vegas, Tony, are you still taking the Bronx today?
Yep, because besides, they might have a great defense and this and that. They do have a decent offense. If it's all about the quarterback, and guess what? We have one of those. We have an offense. We have a defense. Oh, my gosh, we even got coaches. My God, and then on top of it, we got the Mile High fans, baby. God love yous on all that. Yes, Bronco country. See, You got to believe.
Okay, so Broncos should beat the Cleveland Browns today for win number 5 in a row. What are your thoughts, Bama?
I agree. Yeah, I mean it's gonna be a really good matchup, man. I mean, you do have the best defense in Cleveland going against one of the best defenses in Denver over the last few weeks, right there. Yeah, it comes down to honestly Russell Wilson versus DTR, the guy that's starting for Cleveland. So yeah. Broncos at home. It's got to be the Broncos, man. They got to run. They got to run the ball today. They're not going to win that game passing. They're going to have to run that ball today.
Right. Okay. So there y'all go. I know that only people in Denver are probably excited about the Broncos. Do you have a favorite team, Eric? Bronco football team, if you had to?
I have been a Raiders fan for a while.
Of course.
And just because I am loyal, and it's the only team that I really know, to be honest with you.
Well, we're beating them today, so
if you gave me a list, I'd recognize. Like I said, I don't have a whole lot of time to watch sports, but I like the Raiders outfits and their uniforms, so I'm going with the Raiders.
they're mean. They're mean.
Go ahead and give me a list. I'll tell you if there's anyone that anything else that sparks.
Yeah, that's all we need to know. You just so you know the
Denver. Am I now a Sports and Tacos enemy? Am I out? Am I going to?
But see, it's that drama that we like. You know, we bring Joe Camparelli on the show. It's just me and Tony that are Broncos fans. So
the reason I actually am going to go with the Raiders is a lot of my friends are actually on the Raiders, and then a couple of my friends are on the Detroit Lions too. So I'll go with the Detroit Lions too.
No, well, yeah, of course, Paul comes on all the time. And it's an exciting season for the Lions. Like Detroit, to give you kind of a backstory, the Detroit Lions have not been good, like ever since like the 1950s, like before the NFL was the NFL. So that's how amazing of a season that the Detroit Lions are having right now. Because the NFC, I mean. Let's chat about this a bit, because you got the Eagles, you got the Niners, you got the Cowboys, and you got the Lions. I mean, if there is a team, let me ask Tony and Bama this, the experts. If there is a team of those teams that could possibly go into Philadelphia and pull the upset, is it the Niners? Is it the Cowboys? Oh, and this is just an assumption that the NFC Championship game is going to have to be played in Philadelphia, or the Lions. Who do you think of the Cowboys, the Lions, and the Niners has the best shot to go in there and knock out? Who is it?
There's two of them.
I've only got one, but you go ahead.
My two. Hey man, when you guys were ripping on good old Purdy about San Francisco 49ers, now they're back on stage. Hey, granted they lost 3 games in a row, but look how strong they are now. And healthy. They got Samuel back. And look what he performed last week. Oh, my gosh, it was disgusting. But the other one, too, is the up-and-coming Dallas Cowboys. Dak Prescott, yes, he's for real. And guess what? They got a little defensive guy in that backfield that made history on Thanksgiving, catching 5 interceptions, 5 touchdowns. Great. It was awesome. So, I think there's 2 in there.
Okay.
So one of the comments of one of our fans, Tommy Parker, is a good friend of mine. He said Dolly Parton as the Dallas Cowgirls won the Super Bowl for me. So he's Cowboys all the way, baby.
Okay, here's my problem. Problem with the Cowboys. Okay. Let's talk some smack here. Here's my problem with the. Actually, we're gonna take that up again. Let's take a quick commercial break, and we'll because I want to show off one of our new sponsors. We'll be back in a minute and a half. Greg Vaughn should be coming on here in a second. And then I want to talk about Dak Prescott and Lamar Jackson for a second. Because right now they are both looking like world beaters. But we've seen
James Brown Jr. too. A lot of our celebrities are popping on. I love it. I got to tell you guys about Tommy Parker when we come back from the commercial break.
Okay, cool. But back in a minute and a half. So everybody just chill, take a second, and we'll get back into football madness.
Sports and Tacos. We got freaks out there. We got 4 of them. We got 5 of them. We got special guests. We got a man in the shower. We got a brainiac. We got a guy that looks like he's supposed to be on Sports Center. And then you got me. It's all about the TMP, Sports and Tacos.
Perfect. Who are the guys at Sports and Tacos? We're a bunch of sports experts who work together in a huge sports bar forever. And we know more sports than anybody in this entire world because we put our money where our mouth is.
Because we get paid to put our money where our mouth is. We tell you how it is for real, not what they want you to say. Listen to us, Sports and Tacos.
Cool. Perfect.
Why Sports and Tacos? Because we're number 1. We try to do things a little different from everybody else, and that's who we are because we party like the big dogs.
Okay, sweet. Party like the big dogs. Okay, so let's give.
Where's this new commercial you're talking about? I want to know who the new sponsor is.
Okay, here it is, and I got to resend a link real quick. So I'll do his last. So let's start off with this one, G Unit. And just so you know, her and Linda literally just left. These girls are going to be in Vegas for the next 4 days. So
Bling, 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 bling.
Smoke Lab vodka. Nice. I like that bottle.
Oh, hey, G Unit, I think you're muted.
Unmute. Sorry, guys. This is Smoke Lab vodka. It's a vodka from Punjab, India, made with basmati rice and pure Himalayan spring water. And you can now find it in many of the liquor stores here in Los Angeles and all over the Southern California area. The white bottle is original vodka, and then the black bottle is aniseed, which has that black licorice flavor to it. Makes an awesome espresso martini.
Awesome.
Where do they get it?
You can get it at Total Wines, all the Total Wine liquors, and then the smaller liquor stores. We're not in Bevmo yet, but we will be soon.
Do they have a Facebook page, any groups, Instagrams?
Yep. Smoke Lab on Instagram and Facebook, The Real Smoke Lab.
I like how the S is formed with the 2 bottles.
Isn't that pretty?
Clever. It's clever. Yeah.
Yeah.
What's the S stand for? Smoke Lab? Yeah.
Lab. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Are we gonna just sit here looking at the sponsor the whole time? You don't get to watch the show anymore. You got to watch this one. But hey, so I was going to tell you guys about Tommy Parker. Tommy is he's the manager for Pippi Longstocking. If you remember the actress that played Pippi Longstocking, yeah, which is one of our celebrity members, and actually we just named a new line after her, the Pippi pendant with Al Pacino stepmom, Catherine Coven Pacino. But Tommy is getting ready to do a big event about 6 months from now, which is a MMA celebrity boxing Comic-Con combined type of an event, and it's going to be in Oakland, and it's a kind of a big deal. They got a lot of celebrities involved right now, and I definitely want to get Sports and Tacos involved with it. And I believe that boxing is a sport, so that's definitely, I'll get you guys hooked up with Tommy and get an interview on that huge massive event. And then they're doing the Comic-Con stuff too with Pippi Longstocking, so it's going to be a massive project. Maybe you guys can play with each other's sponsors because they got a lot of them.
That's really cool.
Spencer, you just don't like to talk, do you? Like every time I talk, Spencer's like in awe. Every time I get on the screen, he just can't. He's lost the word.
I'm on mute. I had to resend the link to Greg. So, anyways, that kind of leads into our next little commercial here. So I want to give a shout out to Bill Hammond over at Hammond Entertainment. Bill puts on some of the biggest celebrity golf tournaments that there are, especially in California. So, and they did Cedric the Entertainer's was down in Cabo, but in regards to Oakland, I mean Oakland and Sacramento and Northern California, that's Bill Hammond and Greg Vaughn's turf, you know. So any big events that are happening, you know, up in Oakland, we'll have to talk to Bill and Greg about because they, you know, that's their hood. so they know all the peeps up there.
I think too, Spencer, you should mention that. I mean, they founded this thing. Like, I mean, this goes all the way back in the 1990s. They've been around for a while, and they've actually named these projects and these events after, like, Cedric the Entertainer and things like that. Like they are heavily integrated with not only the celebrities, but the big time sponsors, and they've actually made a lot of headway, and they're trendsetters in the industry. I mean, you guys should go to HammondEntertainment.com and read more about them. They're pretty incredible. So for Sports and Tacos to be involved with a brand of that level, that caliber, I mean, the events that they've done, they've worked with Kaiser Permanente. My good friend, shout out to Anthony Anderson, who's one of our celebrity supporters, and I've known Anthony for years. I mean, Anthony's one of their celebrities. Cedric the Entertainer. I mean, to be involved with Kaiser Permanente and to be involved with like the major, the highest level golf tournament locations, the YWCA, major massive music festivals, Michael Jordan's celebrity golf tournaments. I mean, like these guys are about as big as it gets. So I just wanted to point that out to the fans, to show them where the Sports and Tacos show is going. I mean, the stuff that you guys are getting associated to, not to mention, if I may, the network that you're on. I mean, you guys don't even know this, but we just got a deal with the national syndication, and we're now on 60 million homes and mobile phones through another partner on top of the Roku, Apple, and Amazon we were already on. And we're looking at and having conversations with doing pre-built-in televisions that will be in Walmarts and things like that. So it's definitely something you want to get on the ground floor, guys. You know, that's my point of why I'm mentioning all this. Power of association, affiliation, and appreciation creates expansion and amplification of a brand. And you guys are doing just that. Power of association all day long. And these guys support you. I've been on the phone with them. It's huge. So
that's awesome. All right.
Mr. Stars that supports you. Hey, Greg.
Mr. Greg Vaughn. Are you ready for some football?
Yeah, I'm ready. I'm ready.
Awesome.
What's up there, Senor Vaughn? How you doing, baby?
Doing good. How you doing?
Doing good. Hey, brother, just think, man, me and you are the only ones that were going for San Francisco, and now there's somebody, huh? Everybody up in this area, they didn't believe. Just like my Broncos, now they believe.
I don't know if they believe in your Broncos, but I know.
Yes, we do, Greg.
I can't believe he's wearing that shirt right now, Spencer. That is horrible. I can't believe you're wearing that shirt.
Because I am 110% back on the bandwagon, Greg. I'm more
excited. Like a true fan.
You bet.
Like a true fan. Oh, we got Mexican shirts on too. Oh, nice jersey.
I love it so much.
Hey, Greg, check it out, brother. Michigan, go blue. Yeah.
I'm trying to. How do you guys have so many teams all spread out all over the country?
I've had to ask Tony the story about why he's a Michigan fan a million times. G-Unit, G-Unit, we became friends here in LA. She was from Kansas. I still don't know really why Bama's a Ravens fan. Me and Tony were born in Denver. I was just super angry about the Russell Wilson trade. So I was anti until about 3 weeks ago, when obviously Sean, maybe you have to lose 70-20 in an NFL game to wake up and light the fire under your butt, because I'm excited again.
Hey, look, Greg's here. The paparazzi just got here. So Greg showed up.
Paparazzi, what's up?
So, real quick, Greg, we were actually just doing kind of our commercial break. So, and I was waiting for you to hop on to show the next logo. So,
I love it.
Tell us a little bit about that logo, Greg.
Oh, yeah, we have some big news on that logo. 23 Wines. We just entered the proof awards were 2 weeks ago, and my Pinot was entered in the contest, and I never seen so much alcohol in my whole life. I mean, and I never
You've never
seen
been to
judging
Tony's
like
house on a Saturday.
I know, right? I never seen judges get heated when they're judging different spirits and alcohols. I didn't, I thought I was at the USA contest pageant because people were talking about the taste and they were getting cussed out because this was the best of show category. So it was, I took it all in from a distance, but my Pinot won double gold,
Wow.
a Century Award, 100 points, and best of show.
Wow.
And there's one
Adam,
more.
Oh, heck yeah.
Do you give
Yeah,
like a
so-
golf clap? I think you probably give a golf clap like if
Thank you.
That's badass. Yeah.
I appreciate that. Thank you. Yeah, I wasn't expecting it, especially all like the big hitters and the people you see in there. But the judges, it's a double blind draw award show, so to get people to even recognize that they don't know whose bottles is what. So it was nice.
Wow.
That's awesome. That's impressive. Good
So-
job.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Greg, if people wanted if people wanted to buy or find 23 wines, how would they do it at the moment?
The easiest way right now is to go to 23wines.com, and we go direct to consumer. So, but right now I'm in the process of interviewing distributorship companies. So, just trying to figure out the right match for me.
Right. Cool. Very
Hey,
cool.
hey, Greg, Spencer, make sure that you you let the screen give me the permission or whatever. I'm gonna take Greg back, see if he remembers this. So let me know when you guys see my screen. You see the screen?
Okay, hold on one second.
Yeah, you got to make sure that you allow it.
Yes, sir.
All right.
Oh,
Boom.
on to left and gone in left.
Yeah, baby.
That's it.
Yeah.
Going, gone.
We just had to win one game in Milwaukee, and we lost 2 out of 3, and then we had a one-game playoff with the Mets. In our last game of the season, it rained. We didn't start until 12:20 a.m.
Oh my God. But yeah, you had to play the game.
Had to play the game, and then the next day at 11:05, we were playing the Mets and Al Leiter in freezing, rainy Cincinnati, and I think we lost 1 or 2 to nothing.
We need to get you like a series of sizzles because I'm going on YouTube and it's like home run, video. Like we gotta get all those videos. Like
Okay, yeah, and Greg, just so you know, this is Eric Zulli. So he is the CEO, owner of Easy Way Network. So Sports and Tacos has been affiliated with Easy Way for like the last year and a half. Just essentially, director of marketing, distribution, Eric, what would your title be?
I'm a pioneer in marketing innovation.
So just give him your backstory real quick. We're kind of making the podcast / business meeting one for this particular show. But Eric, tell Greg who you are.
I'm a man of God, Greg. I'm just trying to help people just accomplish their goals and dreams and make a major impact. But I built a network with a lot of members that are high quality people that want to make a difference, and it's an all-in-one network. It's almost like putting a LinkedIn, a HubSpot, IMDb, Google, Eventbrite, kind of put it all into one place. And I have hundreds of thousands of followers and a lot of influencers, and I coach those people on AI, technology, social media, things like that. And I own a network that reaches millions of homes and mobile phones, which is what Sports and Tacos is on. A lot of our fans are on watching right now. We have a community called Easy Way Family, and we're just one big happy family, and we're growing every day.
Yeah,
That's awesome. Sounds amazing. I'll take a look at it.
Yeah, he's definitely big, especially I mean all over the place, but especially down in like Orange County. I would say he's definitely got a big. He's from Orange County. At least that's what I mean, like I said, he's all over the place. But
Orange County and Hollywood. Don't forget about some of the events we've done.
So just so you know, so basically, as Sports and Tacos grows, Eric's going to be blasting us out there, and getting Sports and Tacos more known than it already is. Just so you know. So okay, let me just get done with our commercial break. So I also want to give a shout out to let's see, Memory Lane Incorporated. Want to give a shout out to Doug Frank and Megan Johnson over at Sports and Shopping. We'll have Doug. He's an ex-Chicago Bear on pretty soon. Give a shout out to Ray Panetto over at Pro Signatures Memorabilia. We'll have Ray on again soon. Obviously Dan Wolken. We're gonna start making a little bit of a move into memorabilia and stuff like that, just because it's so popular online. And Dan Wolken, he's the guy you call if you got a Mickey Mantle rookie card or a Babe Ruth rookie card, whatever. Let's see. Obviously, Paul Pratt over with Noah Water. So we'll have Paul on again soon. So yeah, and we'll be reaching out to all these sponsors as the show grows. Obviously.
Love my man Paul Pratt, and Noah Water is the best water on the planet, guys. Get it?
Yeah, electrolyte injected. We're trying to actually get him in Denver. Bama, have you tried to get more?
I still haven't had any luck with it. Yeah.
Maybe we'll just have to get a case because Bama's actually trying to get that water at the Platte River Bar and Grill. I mean, if you had Noah Water at the Platte for like one summer, I mean, God knows how many people come through the Platte between April and October every year. It's a lot. It's a lot. That's literally one of the busiest bars in Denver, Colorado. So,
nice.
anyways, back to sports. Just want to finish our topic. Okay, so right now it looks like the Cowboys are for real, and it looks like the Ravens are for real. It seems like there's been seasons in the past. It looks like the Cowboys are for real and the Ravens are for real. Yet, when's the last time the Cowboys were in an NFC championship game? When's the last time the Ravens were in an AFC championship game? Are either of those teams making it, forget about the Super Bowl, just make it to a championship game? What is different about the Ravens this year, Bama?
What's different about the Ravens so far this year is that they are beating up on teams that they are not supposed to be beating up on like that. They're kind of playing up to the competition and at times playing down to the competition with the 3 losses I've seen. But they got the hellified defense. Running game's good. Lamar's learning how to throw with the new system right there with the new thing. Doing pretty well with that. Losing Mark Andrews is going to hurt our big tight end. But they are, man. They're going into games like the Detroit game or the Seattle game. Those games right there where they, short favorites to win, maybe if that, but then they win by like 30 points, 35. So they put up some really big numbers against some really good teams. And once you get into the playoffs, that's how you're playing good teams. So I see them being able to step up and keep it going, honestly, this year. Yeah.
Okay.
They have a healthy Lamar Jackson. He's not injured like the last couple years.
Thanks to the new system and our new coordinator right there, which got him more in the pocket instead of running him around all the time, right then, taking all the hits that he took the last 5 years.
Got it.
Cool. Of course, right there. And then they're still figuring that out. I mean, like I say, each week that offense is still learning, yet they're still putting up huge numbers on people when they, at times. Then we do shut down in the fourth quarter at times too.
So that's what I'm saying is like, what makes this season any different than every like whatever. Every time it seems like we've seen Lamar Jackson in the playoffs. Like it is. I don't know.
It's a better team this year. Offense, like I said, Tony said, Lamar's healthy. They're running a different scheme. It ain't like the last 4 or 5 years where it's basically, just run Lamar around the end, trying to find Mark Andrews on a pass. It's a lot more than that. They got a pretty much 3-headed running monster with the backfield they got. Then you do got some good outside talent. Odell Beckham's starting to step up and play a little bit better this year now and getting open, making catches. I mean, they've got the talent in spots to do it right now, and they didn't have that much talent the last few years.
And the same goes for the Dallas Cowboys. The Dallas Cowboys and Dak Prescott look like world beaters right now. Is Gary going to be crying again when they get beat in the divisional round of the playoffs? Every year, it seems like the Cowboys are woulda, coulda, shoulda, and they don't even make it to the NFC Championship.
They're a little different than Bucks. They're losing games to the big teams like the Eagles, those guys, but they whoop up on the Giants, whoop up on whoever else right there.
Right. So let's
the 49ers, so they lose the big games but win the easier ones. So I think Baltimore is more adept to go further than the Cowboys are for sure.
So when the Cowboys face the Niners, okay, let's say it's Cowboys Niners NFC division game right now in San Francisco. Would that game be in San Francisco right now or be in Dallas? Be in Dallas, huh?
No, we beat them already once.
Oh, okay. So let's say it's Cowboys at Niners NFC division game. What do you think the point spread is on that? And who would you put $1,000 on? Tony.
I think the point spread will be probably between 3 to 6 points, favoring the 49ers. And yes, I would put $1,000 and give up the 6 points and probably take the over because both offenses are a massive attack, man. But I'll take the 49ers in that bad boy. Purdy is pretty.
So, okay, let's talk about that, Greg. You go back 4 or 5 weeks ago, I was off the Purdy bandwagon. It looks like, he had kind of come back down to earth. And unlike a lot of quarterbacks where that happens, and then 2-3 years from now, they're holding a clipboard, he has made a resurgence. We were talking earlier, he's number 1 in passer rating in the NFL. So you got Dak and you got Purdy. The overall team, the Niners, I think, have the overall better team. But, in the playoffs, your quarterback is really, really important. Are you confident right now, Greg, in Purdy winning like a huge NFC division game against, say, like the Niners?
I think I stayed on his bandwagon 3 weeks ago when you said he was overrated. He was no good. It was time to bench him, get Trey Lance back, call Tom Brady.
It's all about the Tom Brady.
I told you we don't panic out here. You know what I mean?
That's true.
We just do what we do. Yeah, I'm taking 49ers all day. I'm taking Purdy all day. And I would say, with Kyle, I mean, his mind is unique when it comes to play calling, using the weapons.
He's got a good pedigree. Okay, let's take that just a little deeper then. So you beat the Cowboys. On a scale of 1 to 10, how confident is Greg Vaughn that the Niners will go into Philly and knock off the Eagles?
You want a dinner bet? I'm not confident. Whatever you want to do.
Okay. Well, let's do this. Just no point spread. So let me ask you this. Does it have to be the NFC Championship game? Because they probably could face before if the Eagles and the Niners meet in the playoffs. You got the Niners, I got the Eagles, and I'll bet you a beef bowl.
I think you owe me a beef bowl from something else, but now I can bring a date. Now I can bring a date. You know what I mean?
Now you can bring a date. You might have to come to LA unless I can get to Vegas. but you come into Lowry's, and if the Niners beat the Eagles in the playoffs, I'll pick up the tab. 2 beef bowls.
Okay, for sure. Yeah.
I'll even throw in the side of cream spinach or cream corn.
Of
Thank
course you would do that, Shotgun.
Yeah, I don't waver. Niners
Yeah.
all day.
I've got
all
the
day.
Niners with you, Greg. I got the Niners.
See, great minds think alike. You know what I mean?
That's
I
right.
tell you what. Right now, Vegas, they play the Chiefs today. I think I seen Chiefs
Uh-huh.
fans. I
Yeah.
seen Chiefs fans all over yesterday.
Yep.
Hey,
1:30.
what's the? Of course, there's going to be Chiefs fans all over. What is the? I just real quick because that's AFC West rivalry.
I'm hoping for a tie.
Okay, so the Chiefs. This could be a money game. That's all. The only reason I say this. The Chiefs are
Yeah.
favored by 9 points, which seems like a big number on the road. Big Daddy, if you had to put $1,000 on it, what are you doing?
Woo! Gosh darn it, man. I'm just going to throw it out there, Hey, Vegas has been pretty on top, but you know what? Kansas City's lost 2 in a row. They're going to shape it up. Gosh, this is hard for me to swallow. I'll give the 9 points and take the Chiefs. Hey, is Taylor Swift going to be there?
Probably. It's Vegas. Of course she is. Why would
Probably.
you not go to Vegas?
I have to go to Chiefs.
That's right.
Why would you not go to Vegas with your boo?
Kelsey is probably wearing this Taylor Swift rubber band like I am.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm a Swiftie now.
I'm a
Are you
Swiftie.
serious?
I've been a Swiftie since the beginning. I love her so much.
She's a cute chick.
She's amazing. She's
Oh my God.
she has the voice of an angel. So
I kissed a girl. Oh no, that's Katy Perry.
Katy Perry. For the love of God. What do you think?
If they could just catch a ball today, it's a fundamental catch. Execute the catches, help Mahomes out. We will win the game.
I was listening to Sports Talk yesterday here in LA, and like I was saying at the beginning of the season, the Chiefs are becoming a scary team for a whole nother reason, and that is they're starting to play defense.
Yeah.
Dude, you give Patrick Mahomes a defense, it's game over. No one, because throughout the course of an entire game, you're not going to stop, Mahomes for an entire game. You can only hope to contain him.
Yeah.
But if you can, okay, I'm just saying it like this. Like I know they lost to the Eagles last week which was an amazing game. That catch at the end of the game was amazing. But they still only gave up 21. Was it 21-17? I think was the final score. Still only gave up 21 points to one of the most explosive offenses. And I don't really count regular season games a lot because it seems like a lot of times in the NFL, one team will beat a team in the regular season, and then you go into the playoffs a lot of times, and it's reversed. So I'm just saying the Chiefs with a defense in the playoffs is scary. So I don't know. But I think honestly, my opinion today, I would not take the Chiefs and the points. I'd be taking the Raiders and the points. Just cover, baby. Just cover, baby.
I'm still here. How much you want? I'm still here. Game hasn't started yet. How much you want?
Hey, Greg, real quick. I was talking to my dad yesterday. How was the Formula One race? Was that a blast? Did you get to see any of that?
Yeah. Ironically, that was the same week as the Proof Awards. So I got to tour the whole Formula One with all the top chefs, all the parties. It was incredible. Yeah. Like I said, the food and to meet the chefs and have them talk about having my wine in the restaurants, and I don't have to wait 3 weeks to get in. It was beautiful.
That's freaking awesome. What was it like watching freaking, Indy cars railing down the strip? Was the strip a long straightaway, I assume?
Yeah. it was long for us, but not for them. You know what I mean? It was incredible to hear the cars and just. I've been at NASCARs before, but this is different. These cars are, I mean, they're gone. I mean, to pay, some of those people pay $25,000, and it was like a blur. It was like, yeah, it was awesome. But
Hey, Tony, you remember when they had Formula One in Denver? What was that, like 20 years ago? That was pretty sick.
John Elway hosted it.
Yes.
Dang.
So yeah, I just was wondering.
Like
I'm sure
years to prep it. They have to, clear it all out and put everything in.
Yeah, they but now I think everything's somewhat quote unquote back to normal. I don't go down there unless I have to. Like next week is the Pac-12 game on the 1st, so I think it's next Friday. So I'll go for that. But probably what is it? Washington ended up winning last night, correct?
Yeah, I think it's Oregon and Washington, right?
Yeah, that should be a good game.
And a little side note on that, I've heard whoever wins that game will probably determine who wins the Heisman. I can't remember the two players' names at the moment, but
Interest.
Yeah.
Yep.
So like if Washington wins, they think the Washington guy's going to win the Heisman. If Oregon wins, the Oregon guy will win the Heisman. Which is kind of
there's a lot of good young quarterbacks out there. It's even this whole the championship to the national championship is going to be interesting. There's some good teams out there.
Yeah.
And nobody plays defense, so it's going to be a shootout.
Yeah. Hopefully next year, we'll be watching my Colorado Buffaloes in a bowl game. Dion, that'd be sick.
You know what I'm noticing is you have like 13 teams though. Every time we come back on or I come back on, you're rooting for a different team.
It's always. I mean, I bleed orange and blue. It's just Denver. Up until 3 weeks ago,
I've been knowing this for years. He's a Chiefs fan. He's a Cincinnati fan. I'm a fan. He's just a fan.
The Jaguar fan.
Well, okay. When your team is so horrible for so long, you have to do something to make it interesting. I mean, since Peyton Manning retired, I'm always Broncos are always number one. It's just for the last. Like I said, that was 2015. It's 2023. Get it together.
Yeah, but you still have TB12 on your board with kisses and X's and O's.
I hate to love him. Okay. I hate to love him. I mean, I literally did not become a Tom Brady fan. And for anybody of you guys out there, if you're bored, go on YouTube and watch. There's about a 45-minute show about Tom Brady at Michigan. I mean, how Tom Brady became who he is. I mean, it's more than just a football story. It's like a motivational life story. He shoulda, coulda. He should not have done what he did, but he did. It's amazing.
That just tells you how many people missed out on him. And it's the same thing. Look at Greg Maddux. If you go by the quote-unquote stagma of what a pitcher is supposed to look like, Greg Maddux, or even right now, everyone has to throw 100. They would look right past Greg Maddux. I think Tom Brady, playing at Sierra High School, being from Northern California, he just had that extra drive. There's a lot of players like that. I'd rather have a team full of 4th and 5th round and 8th round picks than a team full of 1st round picks.
Yeah.
Because the 1st round picks, a lot of them are a sense of entitlement.
Yeah.
And, you got other guys that they're playing because they truly love it. And they're playing for the game. But Tom Brady, Belichick is seeing he thought it was all him. But I guess he has to give some credit to Tom Brady. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So just if anybody, like I said, I was a Tom Brady hater for a long time until I saw that special and was like, wow, this guy's a bit of a football man god. to do what he did, just repeatedly through high school, through college, and even when he got to the NFL. No respect. He literally had to earn everything to get to where he was, and nobody gave him a chance. So,
But you know what though? He used it as motivation, and that's when I try
Yes.
to tell kids, don't use it as a excuse. Use it as motivation
Yes.
every single day.
yeah. So, anyways, it's for anybody, go watch that special on YouTube. So, well, cool guys. That's pretty much a show. I'm gonna end the live stream, and then let's just chat about future sports and tacos. Can you stay on for a few more minutes, Greg?
Oh yeah, my team played Thursday. I'm good.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
I was very happy with that.
Thanks everybody for watching Sports and Tacos. There's a lot more to come. Lots of big things coming.
Thanks,
Sports and
everybody.
Tacos.
I want to remind everybody, search Sports and Tacos and join the group if you enjoyed this episode or you're a sports fan.
Yeah.
Sports and Tacos.
Yeah. So lots of stuff coming with Sports and Tacos. So, all right, guys, we'll see everybody next Sunday morning, and then here in the not too distant future, we'll get back to Monday nights also. So, adios. Go football. Go Broncos.
Go Chiefs. Thanks for watching.
Go Raiders. I said it.
Bang bang.
Okay.